Hello friends, here we are with valuation of goodwill, yet another very important chapter from the partnership point of view. This is also basics of partnerships only, basic of partnership only. In this, that valuation of goodwill. Now, if you talk about goodwill, goodwill means what? Goodwill means the reputation of the firm. That reputation of the firm is generated by giving good quality of products, good image in the markets as such. But when we talk about goodwill valuation in case of your partnership, the goodwill is being valued or it has to be valued at the time of reconstitution of the partnership. What do you mean by reconstitution? That is nothing but you are making any changes in the partnership deed with relation to profit sharing ratio, with relation to any partner coming into the business, that is admission of partner, with one partner going out of the business because of retirement, with another partner because of the unavoidable circumstances, he is being dead or deceased as such, that is death of a partner. So in this case, we value the goodwill. Apart from this, when we are talking about the valuation of goodwill part, when a business is taken over, when a business is taken over from one partner, one partner to another partner, or the partnership is changing, in such a circumstance we go ahead with valuing the goodwill. Next is when we are taking over any business, in such a circumstance the actual amount, that is, let us say for example the total of assets is coming up to 10 lakh rupees and liabilities of a business is 2 lakhs supposing. So we need to calculate the net worth. Net worth is nothing but your assets minus liability, or what is the value of the business. So here if you subtract 10 lakhs minus 2 lakhs is equal to 8 lakhs, this is my net worth which we get. But when the other partners are taking over this business, they are paying something around 12 lakhs for the business. 12 lakhs for the business. Now, this extra 4 lakhs which the business is earning over its amount invested, or the assets which is being there over and above the assets value after taking out the outsiders liability, that is the 4 lakhs which is being considered is considered as goodwill. The extra amount, that is nothing but you are taking a business which was running, which was the efforts of the other partnership firm, you are taking over for that running business. In such a circumstance, we are going to value the goodwill. There are other situations like amalgamation, two partnership firm coming together and making one. In that case also, we need to value the goodwill. Now, when we are talking about treatment of valuation of goodwill, it is to be treated as per ICAI standards given, that is nothing but 26, that is accounting standard number 26 describes about the treatment of goodwill. Now, basically when we are talking about goodwill, there are two types of goodwill coming into existence. That is purchase goodwill or self-generated goodwill. Now, purchase of the goodwill arises, like I gave you an example. ABC where AB are partners. Now, it is taken over by C and D. It is taken over, or the business is taken over by C and D. In such a circumstance, the extra amount which is being paid, the net worth of the business is coming up to 8 lakhs. But C and D have paid 4 lakhs. This extra amount which is being paid is for purchase of the business for its reputation as such. So purchase of goodwill arises, or you are paying extra amount when you are taking over other business or amalgamating two business together. In such a circumstance, the extra amount which is being paid is called as goodwill or premium. Premium for goodwill as such, premium means extra. So this amount which is being generated after taking over the business, that is called as, or that is considered to be a purchase of goodwill. What it is considered to be? A purchase of goodwill. Purchase of goodwill. Now coming back to self-generated goodwill. When this self-generated goodwill comes, when partners are going ahead, with business, okay, they decided that we are expanding the business. In such a circumstance, they want to include one more partner into partnership. That is nothing but you are admitting a partner into the firm. So in such a circumstance, the existing business is going on, but one more partner is coming into business. So apart from that, apart from the capital contributed by the new partner who is coming into the business, he pays something extra. That is, extra is nothing but the premium for goodwill, So he is paying capital to the business. But what about the hard-earned efforts of the partners who were continuing with the business? So in such a circumstance, we calculate the premium for goodwill, and the other partners, how much goodwill shall be collected from the partner who is coming into the business for the efforts which is being put in by them. Secondly, when a partner is leaving out the business because of retirement, his efforts, apart from his capital, we need to pay something extra. That is also premium for goodwill, which the existing partner has to pay to the existing partner, or continuing partners have to pay to the retiring partner. Because once the partner is being retired, the other partners may be gaining his share. Okay, earlier let us say they were sharing, one chocolate is there, they were sharing 3 parts, or the chocolate was shared in 3 parts. Now one partner A, B, C is there. Now C is retired. So A, B, chances are there that C share may go to A, or C share may go to B, or it may be divided among A and B equally. So they are gaining something. For this gain of the share, what is being given, or what is after C retiring from the firm, in such a circumstance, that amount they need to compensate him. That is apart from his capital, the amount of goodwill. And he was a part of this organization and the business was running into profits. For that reason, he needs to pay the goodwill. So for self-generated goodwill, especially with reconstitution, I told you, that is admission, retirement and death, we go with self-generated goodwill. Self-generated goodwill. अगर मैं सरल भाषा में बोलूं तो क्या है गुडविल? गुडविल नहीं, गुडविल इज नथिंग बट एक रेपुटेशन है. कैसे आएगा रेपुटेशन? बिकॉज ऑफ द हार्ड एंड एफर्ट्स विच इज बीइंग पुट प्रीवियसली. पहले जो हार्ड एफर्ट्स दिए उनके नाम से प्रोडक्ट बन रहा है, उनके नाम से प्रोडक्ट बिकता है. सो जो नाम से बिकता है, जो सेल होता है, तो उससे प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज होता है. तो इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस हम लोग जो गुडविल वैल्यू करेंगे, दैट इज ओवर एंड अबाव वॉट एवर इज द अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल और अमाउंट ऑफ नेटवर्थ ऑफ द बिजनेस, उससे ज्यादा और कुछ अमाउंट मिलना बिजनेस को, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज गुडविल एज सच. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू योर सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल. नाउ एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट परचेज गुडविल आएगा जब बिजनेस आप परचेज करोगे. परचेज एक्चुअल अमाउंट कितना है, एक्चुअली वर्थ ऑफ बिजनेस कितना है, जैसे मैंने बोला असेट्स माइनस लाइबिलिटीज करने पे, आउटसाइडर्स लाइबिलिटीज. अगर आप बिजनेस टेक ओवर कर रहे हो, उसको ज्यादा अमाउंट पे कर रहे हो एक्चुअल असेट से, दैट इज नेटवर्थ से ज्यादा पे कर रहे हो, इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस इट इज कंसीडर्ड टू बी व्हाट? इट इज कंसीडर्ड टू बी गुडविल. दैट इज परचेज गुडविल. बट सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल कब आएगा? सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल जब आप बिजनेस को और पार्टनरशिप में कुछ रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कर रहे हैं, जैसे चेंज इन प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो है, या आपका कोई पार्टनर जो साथी है बिजनेस में वो रिटायर हो रहा है, या किसी कारणवश या किसी रीजन से वो बेचारे की डेथ हो गई है और इट इज बीइंग डिजीज. इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस वी गो विथ वैल्यूएशन ऑफ गुडविल एज सच. सो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड नंबर 26 इसके बारे में बोलता है. ACAI, दैट इज इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया, स्पीक्स अबाउट इंटैंजिबल एसेट. सबको पता है कि गुडविल इज नथिंग बट इंटैंजिबल एसेट, ओके, which has feeling, which doesn't have a physical existence. Now coming back to self generated goodwill. अब सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल का क्या मतलब है? सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल मैंने बोला कि आप रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक्सिस्टिंग डीड में कुछ चेंजेस ला रहे हो जब आप वैल्यू करोगे. अदर पार्टनर्स कंटिन्यू कर रहे हो बिजनेस को, उस बिजनेस की वैल्यू मालूम कर रहे हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट बिकॉज ऑफ द रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस there are methods which are there how to value the goodwill. Method number 1 is average profits method. Method number 2 is super profits method, and capitalization method. Now capitalization method इन दोनों को कैपिटलाइज करना है। दैट इज नथिंग बट, अगर आपको ये दोनों आते हैं, दैट इज एवरेज प्रॉफिट्स मेथड और सुपर प्रॉफिट्स मेथड आता है, तो उसको कैपिटलाइज करना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट यू कॉल कैपिटलाइजेशन मेथड। सो एवरेज प्रॉफिट्स, जैसे मैंने बोला कि नथिंग बट गुडविल, एक सिंपल भाषा में अगर बोलूं तो बिजनेस के असेट्स जो आते हैं, जो बिजनेस का प्रॉफिट्स होता है, जो बिजनेस में प्रॉफिट्स होता है, उसी बिजनेस को वी कॉल इट एज, और उसको ही गुडविल मिलता है। हर कोई बिजनेस को गुडविल नहीं जनरेट कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज अगर बिजनेस प्रॉफिट में चल रहा है, इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस द गुडविल विल कम। कोई, जैसे मैंने बोला कि सर 8 लाख का वर्थ है बिजनेस का, बट दे आर गिविंग 12 लाख, क्यों दे रहे हैं? क्योंकि बिजनेस में उतना रेपुटेशन है। अगर आप उस बिजनेस को टेक ओवर करोगे तो एग्जिस्टिंग नाम है उस बिजनेस का, उस नाम को आप कैरी फॉरवर्ड करोगे। तो नाम कैसे आया? प्रीवियस हार्ड वर्क और हार्ड एफर्ट्स ऑफ द अदर पार्टनर्स, जो पहले थे ओनर्स, इन सच ए सर्कमस्टेंस। सो एवरेज प्रॉफिट्स मेथड मतलब हम 3 या 4 साल का प्रॉफिट देंगे, 3 या 4 साल के प्रॉफिट्स देंगे, उस प्रॉफिट को हम ऐड करने के बाद डिवाइड करेंगे। जैसे ईयर 1, ईयर 2, ईयर 3, ईयर 3, ईयर 3, सपोजिंग मैं लेता हूं ईयर 1, ईयर 2, ईयर 3, ईयर 3। फर्स्ट ईयर में मुझे आया 10,000 का प्रॉफिट, सेकेंड ईयर में मुझे आया 20,000 का प्रॉफिट, थर्ड ईयर में आया मुझे 30,000 का प्रॉफिट। सो एवरेज कैसे निकालोगे? दैट इज फॉर्मूला क्या है? सम ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, सम ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, सम ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ years of profits, number of years of profits।